Coming up, worries about the new COVID-19 variant Omicron heats up. And later, law students represent veterans in the courtroom.
Women's basketball prepares to take on the Lady Blue Devils of Duke. I'll tell you more in sports.
All that and more coming up on this Wednesday morning edition of DITV News. Don't go anywhere. DITV News starts right now. Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Ashley Wheel. While holiday travel is ramping up, a new COVID-19 variant has emerged. DITV News Director Elisabeth Neruda has the details. Elisabeth, what is known about this new variant?
The Omicron variant was first identified in South Africa, but did not necessarily originate there. There have been no cases yet identified in the United States, but there have been 6 cases that have been identified in Canada. Right now, experts are saying it's too soon to tell if this new variant will cause a less severe illness than the Delta variant, but officials say it appears to be more contagious and has been identified as the 5th variant of concern by the World Health Organization. This is the fastest that a variant has ever gone from detection to classification by the WHO. And U.S. officials are continuing to recommend precautions like the vaccine as well as a booster and masking up.
Elisabeth, I heard that there's been an update about a potential COVID-19 treatment. What's going on with that?
The advisors to the FDA voted 13-10 to recommend the emergency use of a pill to fight COVID-19. The drug was made by Merck and Ridgeback Biotherapeutics, and the drug is called molnupiravir, and that can reduce the risk of death by 30% in COVID-19 patients. Members of the committee had concerns about how the drug would affect pregnant patients, and the FDA will consider the panel's recommendation later and when they're deciding whether to authorize the drug. If authorized, it will join the antiviral drug remdesivir as a COVID-19 treatment in the United States. Back to you, Ashley.
Thanks, Elisabeth. And there's been a great opportunity for 4 lucky law students to put their coursework to use this spring. Professor Amy Kretkowski of the UI Law is offering these students a chance to work alongside her in an advocacy independent study program. It represents U.S. veterans and their family members who have filed appeals regarding veteran claims. The program also serves to recruit and train attorneys in veterans law. Kretkowski says that students enjoy gaining the real-life experience, saying, quote, "The students who've done this with me really love this because they get to dig into something that's real. A lot of what they're doing in law school is very theoretical, and it's fun for them to work on something that's not a hypothetical scenario," end quote. Since the program began 4 years ago, 12 UI law students have worked on 24 cases. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in financial compensation have been granted for veterans and their families through the work of the students. And the U.S. Army is relying on the University of Iowa to confirm the new Army Combat Fitness Test. Iowa Technology Institute has developed virtual soldiers, Santos and Sophia. The virtual models were created to better predict a soldier's physical performance. The new Army fitness test was adopted to reflect the modern battlefield. Through the virtual soldier, researchers are able to analyze the way an individual performs. The models help predict the strength needed to complete combat duties.
That's the whole idea, is that you can send Santos in. Santos, as far as we're concerned, should be as close to a human as possible. We want to be able to ask him questions. Hey Santos, can you do this? And if you can't, why?
Researchers have the ability to make Santos and Sophia any weight or height. With this advancement, Santos and Sophia are able to replicate all human activity. Santos allows researchers to analyze its level of hydration and energy when performing. The Iowa Technology Institute believes, quote, "Santos and Sophia are designed to save time, lives, and money," end quote. And now let's toss it to Max for sports.
Thanks, Ashley. The Iowa women's basketball team is traveling to Durham, North Carolina to take on the Duke Blue Devils tomorrow night. This is Iowa's first game in nearly 2 weeks after the Hawkeyes were forced to cancel both their game against Drake and their tournament in Cancun, Mexico, after members in the program tested positive for COVID-19. It is unclear who contracted the virus, but the Hawkeyes announced they were canceling games in order to keep others safe. What does this mean for the Hawkeyes? Well, head coach Lisa Bluter's 800th win is still on the line in this non-conference matchup. And after an unexpected 2-week break, the number 9 Hawkeyes will have to find the rhythm early to keep an undefeated Blue Devils team from finding the basket and secure this milestone win. This is the second meeting between Iowa and Duke. Duke defeated Iowa 71-47 in 2008, and tip-off is at 8 p.m. Check back in tomorrow night for a jam-packed sports show. Back to you, Ashley.
Thank you, and thank you for tuning in to DITV News. Be sure to head over to thedailyiowan.com for all your latest news between Monday and Friday. And tune in tomorrow night at 8:30 for our daily live show. For DITV News, I'm Ashley Wheel. Have a great day.